Hey everyone, Vulpix Gamer 2002 here. Before I start the video, I just wanted to say that I am so sorry that we have been slow on the video publishings and whatnot. Both me and my editor, we have been dealing with a lot of stuff, both mentally, time-wise, you name it. We have been dealing with a lot. I've been getting over a bit of sickness for the past few months. I've been trying to get myself mentally stable again. My editor, they've just been really swamped with work. They've got their own projects. So I'm thinking about trying to edit to lighten the load, and I'm hoping that I do a decent job. So from now on, anytime you see that Evil Spirit Gaming is not on the editing at the end, that will mean that that video is edited by me. But I do hope you enjoy the video, and I hope you enjoy the new ambiance. Let's get into it. What's going on, everyone? Vulpix Gamer 2002 here, and today we are playing Pheonix Wright Ace Attorney. We are going to start off with the first one, of course, as well. Might as well do a whole Let's Play series of this. In the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed my hiatus, which I'll admit it was unpredicted. But without further ado, let us get into the video. Okay, let's see here. Hey, look. Is that... It is. Oh, that poor strawberry jam. Why'd you use the thinker for that? Damn it! Why me? I assume this is... I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find something to put a pin on this. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. I don't know why. I envisioned that guy with that fucking voice. I didn't even expect it to be that. Just... Okay, editor, can we put some Law and Order music for this part right here? August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. There. Boy, am I nervous! Why did I say it like that? Why did I say it like that? Boy, am I nervous! Right. Smash.
You what?
Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew, glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Says a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean, you need a defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. So, the guy he's defending is his muse? I like that. I like that a lot. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm sorry, guys, just... They wrote this down. When was this game made again? Fucking 2005, right? That was the emo period, everybody. Oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Ugh. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell him I'm guilty! Why do I keep giving him the Shaggy voice? he strikes me as the kind of person to be similar to Shaggy. Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die! What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did it? Why? I mean, why did they give him starry eyes? Like, everybody, look at his freaking eyes. Just for a second. He looks like those freaking, like, those eyes remind me of those freaking bugs from fucking Wreck-It Ralph. Fuck, like, just right on the screen, just show that. It's that moment where they see the freaking beacon and stuff, like the big-ass, bright-ass light that kills them all. Like, that's what his eyes remind me of, for some strange reason. Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspaper says it was you. My name is Pheonix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Oh, that poor lady leaking all that strawberry jam. A young woman was unalived in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smelled, it's usually the Butz. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He's had a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I own one. Which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. I don't know why. I see Pheonix Wright with kind of like a Connor-like voice. I mean, they give him a distinct voice in the game, at least, from what I recall. So that's cool. Like, it's absolutely freaking stunning, like, his voice and whatnot. Alrighty. Yep, looks like we're gonna need another Law and Order thing. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Larry Butz. Oh, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant of this case. Okay, well that's easy. It's my client, Larry Butz. The friend. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits and you will do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Pheonix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed on the court record. Just... Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim of this case? So we've got my, boss, the defendant. I guess that's the prosecutor. Okay, here we go. Cindy Stone. Okay. Why is that an option? Cinderblock. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... blunt force trauma from the looks of it. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You have answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt force object. I got a lot of talking to do. Good thing I grabbed this. Okay. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor, next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Statue. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. I'm sorry, every single time anything has quotations, I'm going to say it like that. But just... a statue in the shape of the Thinker it's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court... Okay. We're just gonna cut that part out, alright? Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butz, is it true that the victim had repeatedly dumped you? Why did I say repeatedly? Mr. Butz, is it true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey! Watch it, buddy! Okay, now I'm going full-on Usopp here. Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. I hate to say it, but that kinda sounds like you were dumped, bud. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butz, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was even seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. The victim apparently arrived from home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a mom, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, all the men who gave... Yes, all the men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! Sorry, everybody. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want to answer my question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop it? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Winces like a dog. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, I want to meet her in the afterlife. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motives are clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Listen, well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't do. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butz? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Is that his fucking voice? Is that his voice? Like... Objection! Fucking... Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove that Mr. Butz is lying. Well, this simplifies matter. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Fank. Please bring Mr. Frank. I did it again. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawin to the stand. Oh yeah, Frank saw it.
Fuck yeah, he saw it. Mrs. Salt, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes!
Mr. Sod, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness account.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment was not working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawt used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Sorry, for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record. Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Okay, interesting.
Now,
Mr. Wright.
yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Well, you're supposed to expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client's innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove that he's lying? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court record with, well, whatever button I'm using. I'm currently using a controller, of course. Yeah, I'm using this. So, to point out the contradictions in his testimony. Okay, here we go. Cross-examination. Witness's account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing in a apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment, and I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment was not working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Hold on. Okay, so according to this, the electricity was out from like noon to 6. Anything else? Yeah, not only that. Okay, so which one do I use? Because, like,
it says here, he says 1 p.m. And not only that, let's see what happens if I use this. Hey! It works. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes that the time of death at some time... sorry, there's something in my throat. The autopsy notes that the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body or no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain that 3-hour gap?
Oh, that's over.
I can't get over his fucking... Why did they give him that voice?
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Salt, why were you certain you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to pull him in the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time.
There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. The television? I'm sorry, but wasn't there a blackout around that time? I'll give this one.
Oh, but I was there 3 hours off. But it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m.
Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Oy. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. I think I already see the contradiction.
You see, when I found the body, Nina, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time, probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it?
Yeah, let's, I already see the contradiction, which is right here. Because we go back to this, it says that the power was out. So, hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard the television, or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solomon?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah! Wait! I remember now.
Mr. Solomon, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. The constant corrections are harming your credibility.
And you seem rather distraught.
Oh, I'm sorry, let me repeat that. That and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Solomon. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. And don't fuck it up this time.
hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. Defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
I'm sorry, but I already see it. This isn't... Like, that's not a fucking clock. Wait, just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You flop with your objections and evidence. Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Slot.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Bay.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it does look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. Apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with the testimony now? Yeah, I do, actually. How the fuck could he have possibly known? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice is burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard, no, I saw it going.
Did he just throw a fucking toupee at Pheonix?
Shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her. He should burn, give him death!
Order. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. Better think this through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawat heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock.
Let's sound the clock. Now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is strange. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What is your conclusion? What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I to prove that? Damn it. So close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Ugh, almost had it. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit! Chief! Excuse me, guys. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock wasn't slow on the day of the murder. I'm sorry, but yes, we can. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Like a riddle. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I can. As if we look at the court records, we already have our freaking case. She went to Paris. Not 3 hours early. It's not 3 hours slow. Jeez. Yes. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can already prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off! Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. It's obvious. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it was 4 p.m. here, it was 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't running 3 hours slow, it was running 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. I did it?
He got so pissed he foamed from the mouth, like that one over the top Avatar the Last Airbender background character. And yes, that was like a very off reference, but damn it, like I'm gonna find that clip just for this video, Order, I say. Well, the case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away.
Very well. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm quite impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but the court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, not guilty. Fanfare.
And with that, the court is adjourned. That was one quick court.
It turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. Hey, what the fuck you doing in my house, you fucking prick?
I'm sorry. All I can see in this fucking scene, like right here, like,
oh fuck, I've been made. What the fuck you doing in my fucking house, you fucking bitch? I'm gonna get my daddy on you. The fuck you mean your daddy? My sugar daddy, motherfucker. He's a damn bodybuilder. He's 6 foot tall and he's got a...
I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Oof.
Here we go. More Law and Order music. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Whew. Still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial ending on such a satisfying note. I've never seen a chief look this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Bad.
Treating him like a puppy. Bad, Larry Butz. Bad. No, we don't disrespect ourselves.
Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Pretty sure what he was about to say was gold digger. Congratulations. Oh no. Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz, innocent.
Damn it.
Why? Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present.
Okay, I hate to say this. Wait, hang on.
A present? For me?
Larry Butz, everybody. Simp since 2005. Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick.
Can you believe it?
I was so into that chick.
And she was just playing me for a fool.
Don't that make you just want to cry?
Larry. Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing. Really?
Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about?
I already know. That's obvious. She wouldn't have had to thank her if she didn't think any highly of him.
Take that! Check this out, Larry.
Proof positive you aren't just some chump to her.
Huh?
What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Oh, make of it what you want. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. I hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, and grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent Butz. Innocent Butz. I'd innocent your butt. No.
You what?
What? Sorry, didn't say that. Yeah? Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because... yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. Ooh-hoo-hoo. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock that he gave me. I didn't even know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. Why? Well, shit. Okay, everyone, that was chapter 1. I hope everyone enjoyed that. We will reconvene with the next chapter in another video. In the meantime, I hope you all have a good rest of your morning, evening, and or afternoon. And I hope you like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Every day helps out, and I cannot thank all of you enough. Honestly, without all y'all, I just don't really see a point in making YouTube videos. Well, enough sulking up. Hope y'all have a good rest of whatever time it is. In the meantime, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!